Good morning, students. I am Poonam Agarwal from KBCRPF Mukamaghat and I welcome you all in today's English class. Today we'll be starting a new chapter from A Pact with the Sun, that is Tanzin. We all have learned and heard about King Akbar, and King Akbar had nine gems or Navratnas in his court, and one of them was Tanzin. We will discuss about how Tansen was a great musician and how he was in his childhood. He was a naughty child in his childhood, and when he grew up, he became a great musician. And he impressed Akbar, and so he was kept in Akbar's court as a musician. Now let us start. You may have heard the name of Tansen, the greatest musician our country has produced. Tansen is one of the greatest musicians of our country. A singer called Mukundan Misra and his wife lived in Behat near Gwalior. Tansen was their only child. Now there was a singer who was Mukundan Misra. He along with his wife, Mukundan Misra along with his wife used to live in Behat near Gwalior. And they had a child who was Tansen. It is said that he was a naughty child. Often he ran away to play in the forest and soon learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. And Tanzin was their only child, and Tanzin was a very naughty, mischievous child. He used to go to the forest and staying in the used to we all know that in those days, in olden days, forms of entertainment were very less, and so the children, they used to go to the forest and they used to play there, and they used to be in the lap of nature. And at that time, Tansen has learned to imitate the calls of birds and animals. He used to hear the shrieks and roars and voices of different kind of animals, and listening that he has learned to imitate them, and he used to do that perfectly. A famous singer named Swami Haridas was once traveling through the forest with his disciples. Tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. Tansen saw them. Now, what happened? A famous singer, he was traveling through the forest, and also in those days there were no means of transport. They used to either walk, okay, and he was traveling with his disciple, and he was crossing the forest. Swami Haridas, he was tired and exhausted, so he settled down. He sat down under a tree, so that he and his disciples, they can rest. Tansen saw them. Now Tansen was mischievous. He is a naughty child, so he did something. He thought of playing a prank with Swami Haridas and his disciples. Strangers in the forest, he said to himself, it will be fun to frighten them. Now he was a mischievous, naughty child, but he never used to harm anyone. He never did anything which harmed anyone, but he used to play pranks. So he thought that this group of people, that is Swami Haridas and his disciples, they are new here. They are strangers in the forest, and he should frighten them. It will be a fun thing. He hid behind a tree and roared like a tiger. The little group of travelers scattered in fear, but Swami Haridas called them together. Now, he hid himself behind a tree, and he roared like a tiger, so that Swami Haridas and his disciples would be frightened that a tiger is coming. And the little group of travelers, Swami Haridas's disciples, they started running here and there. They were scattered in fear, as happens when he hear the roar of such an animal, of a tiger. But Swami Haridas called them and said that don't be afraid, tigers are not always dangerous. Let us look for this one. So Swami Haridas says that it is not the tiger are always dangerous, and let us look where is he and how can we deal with this. Suddenly, one of his men saw a small boy hiding behind a tree. There are no tigers here, master, he said, only this naughty boy. Suddenly, one of the disciples of Swami Haridas, saw that a small boy, is hiding behind a tree, and they at once understood that it is this boy who is trying to play a prank, who is making this kind of roars so that the group will be frightened. And he said that there are no tigers here and there is nothing to be frightened or scared of. Only this naughty boy is there. Swami Haridas did not punish him. He went to Tanse's father and said, your son is very naughty. He is also very talented. I think I can make him a good singer. Now, what happens under this circumstance? Suppose the person who are frightened will always get angry, but here this didn't happen. Swami Haridas did not punish him, but he went to Tansen's father and he said that your son is very naughty because he has tried to frighten us, but also he is very talented because he has perfectly imitated or he has perfectly roared like a tiger, and that is also a talent. And in that roaring, in that voice, he has also noticed that Tansen has the quality of becoming a good singer, and he says to Swami Haridas, says to his father, that is Tansen's father, that Swami Haridas can make Tansen into a good singer if given proper training. Tansen was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. He lived with him for 11 years, learning music and became a great singer. Now, Tansen was only 10 years old when he was sent away with Swami Haridas. Swami Haridas met with him for the first time when he was in the forest, and at the time he was 10 years old. Then he was sent with Swami Haridas for getting training in music to learn music. And Tansen lived with Swami Haridas for 11 long years, and he learned music and became a great singer. At about this time, his parents died. Mukundan Mishra's dying wish was that Tansen should visit Mohammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Now, when Tansen was with Swami Haridas, continuing with his music, learning music, his parents died, and Tansen's father, Mukundan Mishra's dying wish was that Tansen should go to visit Mohammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Mohammad Ghaus was a holy man. Mukundan Mishra had been long devoted to him and often visited him. Now, Mukundan Mishra, that is Tansen's father, always devoted and was always respected Mohammad Ghaus. And Mohammad Ghaus was a holy man, a religious man. And Mukundan Mishra wanted Tansen to go to this person, Mohammad Ghaus, and pay his homage or pay his respect to Mohammad Ghaus. While living in Gwalior with Mohammad Ghaus, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mriganayani, who was a great musician herself. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court. Her name was Husaini. And after the death of his parents, that is Mukundan Mishra and his wife, Tansen has got his training in music, and he went to Gwalior to meet Mohammad Ghaus, and when he was leaving there, he was taken by Mohammad Ghaus to the court of Rani Mriganayani. Rani Mriganayani is a musician herself. She was a great musician. So when he came in contact with Rani Mriganayani, he met and married one of the ladies of Rani Mriganayani's court, and her name was Husaini. So we have discussed a lot of characters here. First, the chapter opens with Tansen's father Mukundan Mishra and his wife, and they used to live in Behat. And then he was a naughty child. Once he was playing a prank, and he was playing a prank with Swami Haridas, and Swami Haridas went and met his father and told that his son Tansen can become a great singer. And he was sent with Swami Haridas for 11 long years, where he got his training in music. And after he was well versed in music, and after his parents died, he went to Mohammad Ghaus, keeping his father's word, and Mohammad Ghaus took him to Rani Mriganayani, and there he met Husaini in Rani Mriganayani's court, and he got married to Husaini. Husaini also became Swami Haridas's disciple. Tansen and Husaini had 5 children who were all very musical. Now Husaini, after getting married to Tansen, became Swami Haridas's disciple, as Tansen himself was, and they had 5 children, and all the 5 children were very musical. Tansen had by this time become very famous. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed by him that he insisted Tansen should join his court. Now, Tansen became very famous because of his music, because he started singing in court, and he also sang before Emperor Akbar, who was in power, who was ruling at the time. Emperor Akbar was very much impressed by the singing of Tansen, and he offered him the proposal of joining his court. And Tansen joined his court and came to be known as one of 9 gems, one of Navratnas.